Hey Peanuts! So today I'm going to be painting some river rocks that I found outside and washed off, and these can be given as gifts. They can be turned into little creatures, or they can be kind of hidden around your neighborhood to be a nice surprise for your neighbors when they go for their walks. So I have my paint, which is a tempera or a poster paint. We have some paintbrushes of different sizes and water for rinsing. I have a Sharpie and a napkin for drying off my brush in between uses. And then I grabbed a bunch of river rocks from our yard and washed them off so that they'd be ready for painting. So here we go. Now, I think this one should be a rainbow because rainbows are lovely to look at. So I'm gonna find a brush and I'll start with my red paint. And I'm gonna rinse. Dry off my brush and get some orange paint. And then what comes next in the rainbow after orange? Yellow. I'm going to use a smaller brush this time. So we got yellow. And then I'm going to move to some green. And then what comes next? What comes after green? The blue. And we have this lovely purpley pink that I'm going to use last. Ooh, it's so bright and pretty. Now I'm gonna actually set this aside to dry for a little bit because when it's done drying, I'm gonna add some fluffy white clouds. But while that's drying, I'm gonna work on a caterpillar. Now I started to draw some of the shapes that I wanted to paint in Sharpie first. So now I'm gonna move on to some green and blue for the body. I'm gonna give this guy some big green stripes here. I think he's gonna look a little like our hungry caterpillar. What do you think? Got some blue stripes here. And then I think maybe he'll have a, oh, actually, our hungry caterpillar had a red face. Let's give this caterpillar a red face too. Okay, so I'm gonna paint around these little eyeballs here. I want a little bit more red. More red on the face. Some of this red is looking less bright than I want it to. That's better. And I'm gonna make sure that my brush is really clean because next I'm gonna get some white for the eyes. Oop. What do you think? How's he looking? I think I'd like to add some yellow in between those stripes. So I'm gonna give that a try. I really like how all of those shades of yellow and blue and green mix together to make this lovely pattern. Now I'm gonna set this guy aside and let him dry for a bit. And then when I'm ready, when it's dry, I'm bring him back so I can use the Sharpie to add some more details. But while we're waiting, because we still have our rainbow drying and we have our caterpillar drying, so while we're waiting, I can start on another one. So this time I think I'm going to make a ladybug. So first I need to paint a black face, right? Because he's got a black head. I'm gonna paint that whole area black. Rinse off my brush. And then we need red wings. All right, now I'm gonna add some details in black. So we're going to give this back a nice stripe down the middle where the wings would be coming together. And then add some spots. Yay, spots! Spot, 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 spot. Now I'm feeling a little bit impatient right now, so I think I'm gonna see what happens if I try to add the white dot for the eyes before this is dry. Should we experiment, see what happens? Maybe it will work. Let's find out. Boop. Boop. That worked out pretty well. It's like maybe needs a little bit more paint. There we go. And what if I put little black dots in the middle of these eyes. Will it work? This time it might need to dry a bit. Oh, nope, it's working. Ta-da! Check out the ladybug. So cute. All right, I'm gonna add some black dots to our little hungry caterpillar here. And maybe a little smile. Here we go. And let's see about adding some fluffy clouds to our rainbow. I think we need a bigger brush this time. Okay. Oh, so pretty. Such a cheerful rainbow. Look at that. So, what kind of cool things do you think you might want to paint on rocks? And where can we leave them to surprise people? What a nice surprise it would be to be walking through your neighborhood and look down and see a lovely little painted rock to cheer you up. See you soon.